Well, hi. Okay, the big time's here. You are an intern. Oh my gosh, I'm on almost everything, right? What a great time, and congratulations for doing all the work you've done to get this far. And I just love this period of time on a learning level and experience level and a people level. Brings me back to my own internship. I did a year in clinical internship in Memphis, Tennessee, where I had a sort of a hybrid internship track. I was at the University of Tennessee Sciences Center, so I was working with the psychiatrist and psychologists there getting training, but also I was working with a Christian Psychological Center in Memphis where it was clearly Christian, so I kind of had both supervisory experiences, and I still go back to what I learned that time. The friends I made, the training I got, the supervision I got, so you know how my advice is, immerse yourself. Don't just go in, do your time, and get out. Have lunch with people, ask questions. Be the kind of like intrusive student that just wants to know everything, and it'll be so great for you. I mean, I worked like in the jails and interviewed people who are in jail for murder, and worked with the inpatient population, disturbed child population, the pastoral population. It was just phenomenal. So just avail yourself. You'll never regret it. One of my favorite passages about all this has to do with what the Bible says about growth. It says in 2 Peter 1:5, "For this reason, make every effort to add to your faith goodness, and to your goodness knowledge, and to knowledge self-control, to self-control perseverance, and to perseverance godliness." Well, does that just explain an internship experience at all? Gosh, yes. Faith in God and that the process is going to work. Goodness, you're supposed to be a person who brings in good to people who don't have a lot of good inside them. Knowledge takes a lot of information. Self-control, you've got to be in charge of all this. Perseverance, you got to slog away over time. And then godliness, which is God's picture of health and loving Him and loving other people. So I hope it's a good experience for you. So many things we want to take you through. I'm just going to scan through a few of them that we're going to make sure that you are learning and experiencing and kind of owning for yourself. Remember, it's about the tools and the skills that you need to be not only marketable, but be doing great work. You're going to learn how to conduct a clinical intake. And as you know from our more depth experience in the Institute, not just a clinical intake of symptomatology, depression, anxiety, drugs, relationships, but what it means inside and where the keys are. You're going to learn about an effective therapeutic working relationship. You know what's so funny was when you're an intern, this is my experience, you got to watch out that you don't talk yourself down because they think you're smart, and you know you're not. I mean, you're kind of smart, but you don't know as much as the people who are licensed are. But just the fact that you've been picked and that you've got somebody supervising you and you're in that chair, your client is going to think, I'm in your hands, you know what you're doing. So, you know, take that as a vow of trust. They probably think that you are smarter and more competent than you are, and do it. But there's a lot of trust going towards you. Learn how to develop treatment plans and referrals if necessary, and learn how to terminate. You know, it's all the whole procedure of taking the person in, doing the intake, doing the diagnostics, getting a path, and then how do you go through the process and termination. And we're going to take you through that. Diagnose correctly according to DSM-5 and ICD-10. Currently, those are the sort of the Bibles of our industry. Learn about diagnostics according to character, structure, and deficits. You know, we think that we sort of specialize in that and feel like it's going to really help you to have a unique value to the clinical population. Demonstrate your clinical skills in the things you learned that are all in your head. Well, now it's not theory anymore. Prepare treatment plans, which is like, I just love that because then you know we're going somewhere. You don't want to just say, well, I hope they get help. We're going to wander through the worlds of their childhood. Well, that's just kind of, come on. Sure, we're going to wander through their childhood. We're going to wander through their adulthood. We're going to wander through their spiritual life or whatever, but there's a path here. And you're going to facilitate character, structure, growth, and internal processes, mismatching experiences, attunement, letting them know they're safe, challenging them where they need to be challenged. You're going to use feedback and supervision, criticism. I got criticized as a supervisee, and it helped me so much. Fortunately, I didn't have jerky supervisors. I had really good supervisors. I've had some bad ones, and I learned from them too. Don't go in, if you've got a weird supervisor, don't get into power struggles. Just eat the fish and spit out the bones. But they know something. Just keep going for what they know. Don't worry about the fact that they're strange or critical or whatever. You got to get the good. You're not going to have this opportunity again. Get your documentation done. You know, there's always got to be documentation. Understand the process and requirements of being licensed. I mean, our end goal is that you be happy and licensed and functioning autonomously wherever you are in the world, and how to get you through that. and apply either the American Counseling Association or the American Association of Christian Counselors Code of Ethics. We've talked about ethics before in a way that shows that you work ethically. Have lots of professional activities and resources, especially tech. I mean, the world is going to tech, and I love tech. And how can tech help us in doing what we want to do? It can help us a lot. Here's a great one. Leading or co-leading a counseling group or a psychoeducational group. You know, I'm a real group junkie, and there's individual, and there's marital, and there's family, and there's group. And learn all this stuff. It's great. And also there'll be evaluations of your effectiveness so that you grow to other levels. What a rich experience, and put your time in, but this is good stuff. As for me, my sessions with you on these videos for this class are going to be more advanced skills for people that have had the basics to help you grow in what you know. So we're going to be getting a little more complex and sophisticated, but it will help you. All right, have a good lesson.